Do you want a Maine Coon but are unable to get one? Or maybe you want to know the best alternatives? You've come to the right place. In this video, you'll see the most Maine Coon-like cat breeds that might even be a better choice than Maine Coons. I'll also tell you what breeds you should avoid and why, and a super special bonus. Let's start. Number 10. It's fluffy, it's pretty big, and it's curly. The Selkirk Rex is a gorgeous, unique-looking cat breed. If you're into large cats, know this breed can weigh between 6 and 16 pounds, so it's a hit or miss. The Selkirk Rex might be a better option for you if you prefer a chill companion. These cats love to relax and cuddle. Other than that, they're affectionate and laid back, just like Maine Coons. And look at that fluff. These cats' woolly coats make them look more like living carpets than cats. And here's a fun fact. The breed's founder named these cats after her stepfather. Thus, the Selkirk Rex is probably the only cat breed named after a person. Tell me in the comments if you want a video about them. Number 9. British Longhair. Okay, these cats definitely have different face shapes than Maine Coons, but hear me out. British Longhairs are medium to large cats. Their super fluffy coats stand out from the body, so they're great for people looking for big, long-haired cats. British Longhairs are even more laid back than Maine Coons, and more docile. They're playful and affectionate, but don't resort to mischievousness when bored. They're excellent for people who want a lower energy, well-behaved, but still playful kitty. Fun fact, the British Longhair was only accepted as a breed in 2009, but not by all cat associations. By the way, I have a video about the short-haired version. Number 8. Next on this list is a breed that looks very similar to the Maine Coon, until you notice its stubbed tail. Fun fact, no two tails are the same. American Bobtails have similar temperaments to Maine Coons, being more active and a little less docile. They're playful and adore following their owners around. American Bobtails are medium-sized fellows, weighing up to 16 pounds. They show off some solid muscles and have athletic bodies. People love their natural hunting gaze. This, combined with their body type, gives them a distinctive, wild look. But why could they be a better choice than Maine Coons? Well, this breed has been developed from stray cats born with a bobtail. The cats used were from all over the United States. Even more important, no pedigreed cats were used to create this breed. Thus, American Bobtails are hardy and healthy cats, having no known genetic predisposition to health problems. Number 7. Ragdolls. These cats are similar to Maine Coons in terms of personality. They're also big, fluffy kitties. Ragdolls are affectionate, laid-back, and loyal cats. What's different, however, is their energy level, which is on the lower end. Still, they're pretty playful. Plus, they're more docile than a Maine Coon, being perfect for people who want a chill kitty. Additionally, they require less space than the latter. All these reasons make them a better choice for some people. You can learn exactly how they compare with Maine Coons here, and I also have a dedicated video about them. But let's say you'd prefer a cat that doesn't display only color point patterns. I totally understand, which is why the next breed is the Ragamuffin. This adaptable, sweet-tempered, and loving fellow isn't too fond of exercising, just like a ragdoll. In fact, the Ragamuffin is closely related to the ragdoll, as they descend from the same cats. However, Ragamuffins come in all colors and patterns, making it easier to choose your favorite color. They're also great for people wanting a less energetic, large, and fluffy cat. Fun fact, Ragamuffin's history, just like ragdolls, is filled with controversy. You can learn everything about this fascinating breed here. Number 5. Pixie Bobs might be a newer breed, but they're quickly gaining popularity. What sets Pixie Bobs apart is their bobcat-like spotted appearance. These cats can display tails of varying lengths, and some even have normal ones. Their unusual look made people believe these cats are the descendant of bobcats and house cats. While you might see this as a fascinating story, it wasn't a plus for the breed. Many cat associations are reluctant to accept hybrid cats, which complicated matters for Pixie Bobs. In the end, genetic tests proved Pixie Bobs don't have any wildcat DNA markers. Pixie Bobs are very similar in terms of behavior to a Maine Coon. They're goofy, loyal, energetic, and they're pretty big. Their energy level is similar to that of Maine Coons, but they're a bit less docile. What could make them a better option than a Maine Coon? Pixie Bobs look more like a bobcat than Maine Coons, so they're more suited for people wanting an unusual cat. Lastly, just like the American Bobtail, Pixie Bobs aren't crossed with any pedigreed cats. They're not known for being prone to any health issues. issues. A huge plus, in my opinion. Number 4. Turkish Fans. These fascinating cats come all the way from Turkey. In their home country, they're prized for their way of being and for their looks. Fun fact, Turkish Fans are known for taking a dip every now and then. That's why they're known as swimming cats. These semi-long-haired cats are active, loyal, and curious. They're even more active than Maine Coons, which is fantastic if you want a high-energy pet. Turkish Fans are very big kitties, weighing from 8 to 19 pounds. They're also great for people who want a more unique-looking cat, as they only come in the van pattern. But the most significant advantage, in my opinion, is their lack of predisposition to any health issues. Number 3. This breed looks so much like a Maine Coon that it might actually be mistaken for one. That is, until we look at its stubbed tail. The Carilion Bobtail is a naturally occurring breed and comes from these islands. These exotic cats are strong, medium to large in size, with gentle-looking tails. Fun fact, Carilion Bobtails have recently been accepted as a breed, and they're quite rare in North America. They can either be semi-long-haired or short-haired, and have a wild look regardless of their coat length. Carilion Bobtails are independent, highly intelligent, social, playful, trainable, and very gentle. They're devoted to their humans and love surveying their territory from the highest possible place. Carilion Bobtails are very active, so they might be better suited for highly energetic people. Plus, they're hardy and healthy cats. Number 2. The silver medal goes to a beloved fluffy breed originating from Russia's heart. This magnificent breed is muscular, having a barrel-shaped body and a moderate stomach pad. Despite their imposing looks, they're seen as gentle giants. Siberian cats, they're the ones I'm talking about, are clearly a strong contestant. Their personalities are very much like a Maine Coon's, with some minor differences. But what could make them a better choice is their slightly smaller size, and the fact they're prone to fewer health conditions than Maine Coons. I made a dedicated video about them, and a thorough comparison between this breed and the Maine Coon. Number 1. This cat is, in my opinion, the most Maine Coon-like cat breed out there. It's big, it's super fluffy, and it might be genetically linked to the Maine Coon. You guessed it, I'm talking about Norwegian Forest Cats. These cats basically have the same temperaments as Maine Coons. They're also gifted with long, bushy tails to further complete the look. There's a lot I could say about Norwegian Forest Cats, but you can watch this video to learn everything about them, and also this one to see exactly how they compare with Maine Coons. So, what can make them a better choice? Depending on where you live, they could be easier to find, as Norwegian Forest Cats are very popular in Europe. Sadly, they can be prone to severe health issues, just like Maine Coons, but they tend to live a bit longer. And what can be even better than number 1? That's actually surprisingly easy. Polydactyl Maine Coons. Polydactyl Maine Coons have been around for centuries. It's believed the extra toes were actually a useful trait since they helped Maine Coons navigate through heavy snow. It's a less widespread feature nowadays, mainly because it's seen as a fault by most cat associations. So, if you want to help keep it around, go for a Maine Coon with extra toes. And now, here are the breeds you should definitely stay away from: SIBERIAN and Manx. These cats are true tailless cats, as they don't have tails at all. Unfortunately, the genetic mutation causing this also makes them prone to developing severe bone deformities and even fused vertebrae. Any cat developing these symptoms will suffer a lot and have a poor quality in life, so I wouldn't advise getting either. And here's another impressive cat to look for: the Highlander. This breed has been developed to display a powerful, big cat look. It has a short tail and distinctive curly ears. It's not fully recognized as a breed yet, but it's worth mentioning. And if you want to make sure the Maine Coon is the best choice for you, check out this playlist, where I compare Maine Coons with some of the breeds mentioned in this video. See you there!